Everybody wants to improve their bench, everybody wants to get stronger. So I'm gonna take you through a 4-week program. It's gonna help you improve your bench press, help develop a well-rounded muscle, and as I always say, if you perform well, you look good. If you didn't see last week, again, we're on week 2. Now we're gonna increase a little bit of the weight, change some of the movements up, give your body a little bit of a shock, but we're still gonna stay in our foundation. Okay, we've been talking about strength, of course. That's the whole point of this program, but we can't just spot treat our body. We can't just focus on one movement without focusing on other ones as well. So if you're trying to increase your bench press, you're trying to get stronger, you gotta help out the accessory muscles, the auxiliary muscles. If you're not having a great solid back day, your bench is really not gonna jump up that much. So make sure you're having a solid full day. Big back, big bench, that's the rule. So make sure you're adding a good back day. Make sure you have a good solid and well-rounded shoulder day and tricep day. Those things are important for your bench press, for your lockout, for everything else. So if you're not training those as well, it's getting real tough for your bench to increase before you get stronger. So make sure you're focusing on a well-rounded upper body to help your bench. Okay, this week we're gonna change it up a little bit. So we're gonna take our incline movement we had at number 2 last week and put it at the top. We're gonna make sure we have a pressed shelf for the first part of the day. We can't just focus on pushing flat and then go into a different angle. We wanna work another angle. So we're gonna start with the incline angle. And so we have dumbbell flat bench, okay? That's gonna take the place of your first fixed bar bench press. You need 4x8 over here with a good solid weight. You can move for 8 times for 4 sets. Make sure it moves nice and smooth, full range of motion. Again, we're building upon our foundation. So get a good weight, but you don't want to take it to the point where you can't finish the reps and the sets. So dumbbells were added this week, but we're gonna add some stabilization. We're gonna add some instability in your movement. It's important to have muscles that can be strong in direct planes, but you want to add a little bit of instability to improve strength. So we're gonna add a little dumbbells. The dumbbells move, not like a fixed bar. We're gonna add some instability so you can develop other counterbalancing muscles and you can have overall well-rounded and strong muscle. Week 2 lockout prep, okay? So we did dead bench last week. This week we're gonna do a floor press. It's similar, it's going from the halfway lockout point. It's gonna train you from 0 to extension. Get a little pause and rest at the bottom. Train that lockout for your bench press, trying to get you stronger. So we did dead bench last week. This week we're gonna do floor press. Laying on your back on the floor like you would on the bench. Gonna come down 90 degrees with your arm resting on the ground and press back up. That's gonna be the floor press, working the lockout. Sets and reps for floor press are gonna be 4x10. You can run the rack here again like on dead bench. You can add a little bit so you can get a little more extension, go to where you can get it. It's 4x10. You know, if you can go a big jump, that's great. If not, that's totally fine, but add some weight each time to increase your load. 4x10, always the number. So just because you're increasing your weight doesn't mean you reduce the rep range. Stay at 10, weight against load. Here we go. So we're still staying upper deck. So we took our fly this week, we made an incline fly, so we're working the upper deck part of your chest. That's what I like to call it anyway. So the rep ranges were 4x15, run the rack. That's gonna add at least 5 pounds per set. Make sure you get a full range of motion. You wanna get the full bottom, full stretch of the chest, contraction at the top. The trick is, don't close it off. Everybody likes to hear that little ping and ting at the top of the movement. Don't close it off. You don't wanna go to rest at 0. Keep it about 8-10 inches apart. If it's contraction, then let it back down. You don't wanna close it. Never full tension on the muscle the whole time. So 4x15, full range of motion, full tension, hug that tree. Don't get flat open. You're gonna stress out your AC joints and your shoulder. Nice curved elbows, hug a tree at the top 10 inches apart, 4x15, run the rack, full range of motion, build that foundation. So we're gonna build off our flies we just did. You need to grab something like this. It's either little slide boards or furniture moving boards. If you have a gym with a wood floor, you can grab a fold up towel, but the same thing, with something that's gonna slide easily on a hard surface. So carpet's gonna be tough. You wanna find something you can move on a hard surface. If it's carpet, maybe the plastic furniture movers will help. You can get it. You may have some more friction. More friction isn't always that bad. So you're gonna make it work out even more intense. So if you got that, do what you got. So slide push up. Something you put your hand on, you're gonna place it on the ground. I'm gonna show you how to get it done. Sets and reps for these is gonna be 4x10 each arm. So 4x10 on this arm, switch, and 10 on that arm. So alternation is usually the best way to get the recovery for the muscle so you stay safe. So do your right arm, left arm, however you wanna start. If you're left-handed, left arm, right hand, doesn't matter to me, but alternate arms per set. Okay, we're at PLYO push-up. Did them last week, just with the extension. We're gonna have a little bit of difficulty this time. So same push, we're gonna clap our hands in front of us, hands back down. So we're gonna push up a little, we'll give you a little more height, a little more push, a little more height to clap your hands. Up the top, clap your hands, then back down. Nice and smooth, the same height every time, focus on the clap, and your hands return back to the ground. Once again, if you can't finish all the plyo push-ups, either go to our last stage where you're just extending off the ground with no clap, and if you totally fail in the plyo part, just do push-ups and finish the set out. But at each beginning of each other set, make sure you start with as many plyos as you can do. If you have to adjust it back down to either a more simple plyo push-up where you're just extending, or regular push-up, do that, but finish all the reps. And of course, the end, finishing up, week 2, 100 reps on the push-up. I know it's crazy, you're gonna be gassed, you're gonna be tired, you gotta get those 100 push-ups in. If you can't do a push-up, you're not strong anyway, so 100 push-ups, get it finished, get it in, volume, conditioning to get strength. If you're doing that much conditioning, that much push, that much, you're gonna look good. Again, we're not taking away from aesthetics, we're actually adding to it. There's nothing worse than having a great car with a great paint job and a horrible motor. So right now we're putting a nice paint job in and we're tweaking the motor. So we'll see y'all next week.